This is a Stat production, baby.
I can see the new days, good vibes on my YouTube. Dark days never stay like a noonday. Here to shine light to the people. Power of three, Miss Clover Nova, Mrs. Coco, Mr. Tony OG. It's the midday Monday lunch break hour for me. Clover Nova Note, yeah. Mondays at noon, Central. Clover Nova Note. Subscribe, tune in to the show. Clover Nova Note. Mondays at noon, Central. Clover Nova Note. Subscribe and tune in to the show. Let's talk about it. Who's on the line? Let's talk about it. What's on your mind? Let's talk about it. Hey Charms, you are now tuned in to Clover Nova Note. Now if you're new here, don't hit that subscribe button. And if you're returning, welcome back to KNN.
Hey, welcome back to Clover Nova Notes. Y'all like the intro? Did she? I hope she just said what I thought she said. Okay, so welcome back to the show. Like the intro said, if you are new here, hit the subscribe button. Click on the bell for notifications so you'll know exactly when we're live. Typically on Mondays at noon, but anything can happen. I am your host, Miss Clover Nova, and I am joined with my two lovely co-hosts, Mr. Antonio G.
Hello from Mr. TG himself.
And Mrs. Coco.
Yes.
We will explain to you guys briefly why Mrs. Coco is not on the camera, physically on camera. She's here with us in spirit. So we had a guest, Mike Davis, who unfortunately is not able to join us today on this show, but we're hoping to get him back on here very, very soon. And let's kick it off. How was you guys' weekend?
Mr. G?
Mr. G.
Oh, I've been busy this past weekend. It's been great. I am, for those who don't know, I'm here in Texas, and here in Texas, we have a lot of things going on down here. We just started Dream Week, which started on the 13th of January and ends on the 29th of January. So it's more like Dream Month. But Dream Week, if you want to learn more about it, you can go ahead and go to dreamweek.com and you can find, dreamweek.org, and you can find more information about it itself. But I was fortunate to be asked to speak on a couple of panels. One of those panels was about Black being not a monolith and how we're all different as minorities. I was looking at it from a place from a military retiree, and from that perspective, and just how things have changed over the years, from the many moons ago from when I joined back in the 90s. And
how many moons?
many moons ago. And just how things have changed and how there's still growth happening. There's still a lot of work that's still yet to be done, but just how we're making strides within the military itself. So that's one. I have another event coming up here shortly. I'll put the message down here below in the banner so you can check it out. It'll also be in the bottom of our episode as well, so you can catch that on YouTube. Just go to the bottom in the sections below, and you will see some information on that one. But in that one, it's going to be called Rainbow Kids, and that's just for our LGBTQ plus community members who have either fostered or adopted children. So we're going to be talking about that and just how, it's not as difficult as it once was, about all the different programs that are out there that help support us during that. So there's two of the main events, and then we have one other one where we're doing a networking mixer for our LGBTQ plus Chamber of Commerce as well here. I sit on the board of directors for that.
Please.
Yes. So, So it's been a busy weekend. I got more to come this week coming up. So I'm just feeling very excited to get back into the community, especially post-COVID, and just really get back out into my active. I can never say this word correctly, so excuse me,
Oh,
people. But
don't excuse me because
I'm
y'all
gonna
know
do my
I'm good for
work.
messing up some words, sentences, paragraphs, all that. So I'm not alone.
But
Thank you.
that's me. That's me. That's me. How about yourself, Miss Clovinova?
I had a very interesting week. On top of being overwhelmed by my responsibilities, my dad came into town Saturday for a week. He's here for a week on
Woohoo!
Whoop,
to
whoop, whoop,
spend.
whoop,
Hmm?
whoop, whoop. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, whoop, whoop. Okay, yeah. Shout out to Dad. He came down here for a week to spend time with me and Mom, and let's just say he's celebrating a lot.
Yes, he is.
Dad has been lit since he got off the plane. He hasn't stopped. He is.
Let the libations come.
He loves it in
Those of you.
Chicago. But yeah, he's here from Houston. And it's interesting seeing him and my uncle have their little moment, son. It was interesting. I wish I could post a clip that I caught of them last night, stumbling and falling and just having a
Leave
good
that
old
grown man
time.
alone.
Yeah, I tried, but I had to cook for him, so I had to be right there in the midst of it all. But I love my dad. And shout out to Mom, who's happier than ever because her, her man back. Mommy got her man back.
Boo.
Can we
Um,
talk about that smile she got on her face, though?
My mom has been glowing
Yeah.
since he came here.
Yes.
She said, "My
Yeah,
boo
he
thing
got
is
her up
here."
exercising because I've been slightly failing at getting her to exercise. So he's here, and he's telling her to exercise. She's doing it. So shout out to Mama for getting it together. I hope when he goes
Yes.
back to Houston, you continue
That's
to
right.
She
exercise
will.
so
She
we keep up
will.
nice and healthy and strong.
Yes.
I did go have the day my dad got here Saturday. I went to my cousin's house because I don't get out a lot, y'all. I don't get out. So when he came here, I just already had plans to go out. So I went to a card game with my cousins. We played little spades and caught up and
Okay.
had a good
All right,
time.
all right.
I'm finna show y'all pictures of me and my cousin. We only took 3 on the way out when we finna get ready to go, but we had so much fun. That's me in the middle. That's my cousin
Aw.
Sue, my cousin Rashala, my cousin Lala, and my cousin Dewan. I'm gonna call him Dewan. We call him Little Al,
Mhm.
but he goes by Dewan. And we had a good old time. We was just kicking it
That's awesome.
Saturday night after my mom was snugged in the bed, and we had a good old time. So shout out to my cousins. I told you I was gonna put the picture on the show.
All right, all right.
Other than that, yesterday I made some spaghetti and fish, and it came out excellent. And
All right
Oh.
now.
yeah, so that was my weekend. How was
Sounds
Miss
yours?
Coco, what you do, girl?
well. So I love to decorate.
Your volume
So
went
this
low, 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 low. What happened?
is it still loud?
No, it's low.
I don't know why. You're connected to
Now
the
you're
car.
back. Okay, there you go.
Okay. So I love to decorate, and last week I was able to decorate my office in the Valentine's Day theme. It looks amazing. So my home is done, the office is done. Most
Nice.
importantly, I was able to go and hang out with Grandma, y'all. She is out of ICU.
What?
Awesome.
She
Yes.
Shout out to Granny. I told you she was
she
coming
is.
out.
You said it last week, and she was transferred to a rehab center the
Okay.
other day. And my grandma has been in the hospital for a little bit over a month. I think she went right before Christmas or right after.
Mhm.
And she hasn't been up. She's been confined to the bed. So when she went to rehab, they're like, ma'am, how are you able to move like this? When I tell
Mhm.
you God is merciful, my grandma almost
Yes.
90 and she was up. She's walking the hallways. She's not taking all those breathing treatments. So grandma be home real soon,
Hey,
y'all.
come through, Granny. Come
Shout
through.
out to Granny.
Yes. So my
Granny said, won't he
weekend
do it?
was amazing.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Shout out
Awesome.
to Granny for getting her
Hey,
strength
Grandma
back.
Mary, I love you, girl.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, Granny.
So that's what's
And
up.
Uh-oh.
speaking of
There's
y'all,
there's
There's
more.
more.
there's more. So as most know, I love to shop, right? And I love a great deal.
Bobby, you
And
said it. I thought about
had
the Nutty
such
Professor.
oh,
I thought about the
Lord.
Nutty Professor. Women be shopping.
Be shopping, be
You know,
shopping, be shopping.
I can't relate. But anyway, on Instacart, y'all, I was able to snag an incredible deal through Sam's Club, and I got like 12 packs of chicken for the Lolo. So if you want more information, send us a message, and I'll tell y'all so y'all can get that blessing too, because it went from $42 to $192 to zero. So message us, y'all,
Ooh.
if y'all want to know.
She got a lick. She got the lick. She got the
Yes.
plug.
And I
She
want
the
to
plug.
share it with y'all on KNN. So hit us up. I'll let you guys know.
That's what's up.
Okay. So we had some very interesting and productive weekends. That's what's up.
Yes.
So today, let's jump right into it. Today we are talking about celebrity crushes. Yeah, celebrity crush. Who is your celebrity crush? So I posted on Facebook on the Clover Nova Notes Facebook page. If you haven't joined yet, go ahead and add us on Facebook at Clover Nova Notes, and you guys can get like heads up on what we're going to do on the next show and more information about the show. You can post your comments on the show about the shows you see and watch and everything, and the conversation don't stop when we go off air on YouTube. Okay. We're talking about celebrity crushes. So someone came up with the idea of doing celebrity crushes for the decades. And I thought that was interesting. My crushes didn't start till like maybe the 90s, but I do have a list of some hot celebrities from the decades. And before I get into mine, I want Tonio to give me his, because he was talking about this list since last Monday, and I want to know what this list is.
Wait a minute now. Wait a
Talk
minute.
about it.
Wait a minute.
Yep, I'm throwing it off to Mr.
How
Tonio.
dare you? As my baby would say, how dare you, Pops? How dare you?
Which one?
I'm excited to
AJ.
see.
Hey, H.
AJ himself would say, how dare you, Pops? Okay, well, I guess I can go first. Okay, whatever.
That sounded like a little attitude behind it. How dare you?
I mean,
Right.
Did he look you up and down like you was short?
like I was all the way short. Well, okay, this is what I put together for my
Wait a minute.
selections for today.
Wait a minute.
He's so fancy.
Okay. Jesus.
He's so
Okay.
fancy.
This is what I got for today. So we started back from the 70s and we worked our way to 2010s, excuse me. And so I got some stuff for you guys today. So
Okay,
starting off in
that ain't nearly this fancy. So
started off in the 70s, darling. Okay,
I wasn't born.
Okay. So in the 70s, these were my people, Sonny.
I'm over it.
These
I'm
were
done.
my peoples. Let me tell you what. All right. If you don't know who Philip M. Thomas is, or Philip Michael Thomas, let me explain to you. If you've never seen the movie Sparkle, okay, he was the original Sparkle baby boo boo thing. Okay. If you ever seen Miami Vice, okay, the old show,
and
that
his
was
name is
Mr. Philip
I'm sorry.
Michael Thomas. That's that man right there. Okay.
Mhm.
So you best believe He was my 1970s heartthrob. Okay, let me tell you there.
Mm.
And then we move over to Mr. John Travolta himself. Let me tell you here.
Oh, child.
Okay, Lord have mercy. When I seen him in Grease, when I seen him in Friday Night Fever, that's what this little clip here from. Yes, he did everything for me. He did everything for me, old Mr. John Travolta himself. And then nobody else but Miss Fox at Cleopatra, okay? Miss Pam Grier, let me tell you what. You can't mess with Miss Foxy here. So Miss Pam Grier, she was my 70s boo thing. There's some couple of more. There's a lot more out there. There's a lot more, but I had to try to pare it down to just a few individuals. So this is what I came up with, people.
I'm
I'd
jelly.
be
You feel a
curious to know.
fascination together?
I'd be really curious to know what everybody else's thoughts was. I can't wait to see and hear. So put your comments down below. What was your first memory of Mr. Philip Michael Thomas and Mr. John Travolta? Put it down in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are, and all that goodness. Okay. Now we move on to the 80s. We have to pause. Okay. All right. Now we move to the 80s. And the 80s, Lord, let me tell you, the 80s.
I agree. I'm here for this panel right here, honey. I'm here for this.
Let me tell you what. So I'm all about diversity and inclusion. So everybody get a little bit. Okay. So Mr. George Michael himself, let me tell you, when he told you I'd be your push, and I want your what? Okay.
Put your tiny hands in mine.
Oh my goodness. So yes, so Mr. George Michael is on the list, and if you don't know who's the master,
Mr. Leroy Green, Daddy.
Mr. Bruce Leroy Green himself. Okay, the one Janet Jackson had to say, "Let's wait a while" too. Okay, in the video. All right. So this man right here, he yeah. He got the glow. All right.
He definitely had the glow. Shout out to Tay-Mac.
Oh my goodness, let me tell you.
What else was I say?
And then my beautiful queen herself, Miss Sade Adu. My goodness. All the females, just for the record, these are women that I thought just did excellent work during this decade, that I felt were just beautiful queens within themselves, within their right, just from either whatever field, or whether it was music or in acting or whatever it was. So that's how I got my list for the women. For the men's, it's because they live fine. Okay, just want to make sure we clarify that. All right, so
Okay.
put that out there. So everybody knows what's going on. I like their music. I like how they act too. Okay, but yeah. So that's my 80s.
About the candy.
That's my 80s. And there's a theme going on for all the men's too, if you haven't got on yet. But anyway, all right. And then we're going over to the 90s. Child, let me tell you what, child.
Oh, you got a little spread. Let me remove this
let me
this
tell
banner
you
right
what.
here, honey. Hold on.
Oh my word. Let me tell you what on the 90s, child.
Yeah,
Baby.
you got some man on here. I don't okay.
Baby. All right, let's see. Tyson Beckford. This man.
He personified, chiseled by the gods.
He just done so many great things for the community. so many great things for the people. Okay. And he continues to do great things for the people. I'm just saying. So that he's definitely on the list. And then Mr. Boris himself. Okay, Mr. German Thunder. He's definitely had to be added to this list as well. And Mr. La always Coca-Cola, Mr. Tyrese, when he got on that bus to singing.
He was on his way to my house, y'all, when he got on that bus. Y'all just didn't know that. They cut that out the commercial. But
yeah, that was the CTA. He was in Chicago on his way. Yeah. He was en route.
Yes, he was.
Definitely en route.
He was.
So, Mr. Tyrese Banks. I give her that too. And then Shamar Moore, had to add him to a list. Shout out to him being a new
Mm,
father this year after all these many moons for his first and only child. But
mm.
that didn't mean he didn't practice. I'm just saying.
He was very young and restless.
All the way. All the
Very
way.
young and restless.
So yeah, it was a wonderful thing. It was a wonderful thing. And none other than Miss Toni Braxton
Miss Tony
herself.
Braxton.
Woohoo!
Lord, let me tell you, if you can give her one good reason why she shouldn't leave you.
Okay.
Besides all the BS you done told her already.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So yeah,
7
these are
whole days.
Mm,
7
and
whole
not what?
days.
And
Mm,
Hey.
not a word. Not
okay,
a
unbreak
word.
my heart.
Unbreak it
Jeez.
all the way. Okay.
Sweet dog.
Because you wasn't what? Man enough for me. Okay.
Man
I'm
enough
just
for me.
saying. You had to go. You had to go. Step to the side, honey. Step to the side. But
Okay.
these are my 90s. Okay. And this is just a sample. Just a sample. Because there's so
We
many
better
more on
not
the
see
list.
no juvenile for the 90s and
Ooh.
2000s now.
Oh my Lord.
99 to 2000.
99 and the 2000s.
Okay.
Nah.
I won't be jacking my ass up to that, honey.
Oh my goodness. This is horrible.
I see what you got.
Then we jump over to the 2000s. Listen,
Oh my God.
let me
Yes.
tell you.
I approve of
Oh
your
my goodness.
spread, Tonio G.
Let me tell you.
Listen.
Mr.
Oh,
Miguel. Mm, mm. When he told me he adores me, I want you to adore me as well. All right.
listen.
Oh,
I'm just
He is.
he
Oh,
just a
wildly hot.
morsel.
I love Mr.
Just a morsel.
Miguel.
Just a morsel.
Mr. Miguel, if you
And
see this, come on the show, please.
I'm just
Just come on
saying,
the
it would
show.
be wonderful to see
The
you.
show. Adorn the
Mhm.
show, please.
Please do. Please do.
Please.
And then Mr. How Does It Feel himself.
Let me move. Hold on. Let me move this out the way. Hold on. Oh,
Listen, I had to crop the picture a little bit extra, but when
this.
Voodoo album came out for Mr. D'Angelo, let me tell you what, it got me through some things. It helped solidify some already known facts.
D'Angelo, we need you to get back to the basics, baby.
I mean, I'm just saying, it was right on. And you know he like them with a little meat on the bone, so I'm just saying. I throw that
Of
out there.
course, because he didn't got some of that meat on his.
Well, it's all right. That's all right. It's all right. I can make a chicken salad instead of,
You know what? I'm not going to do this with you. Wrong button, but right button, same time.
It's all right. And then back in the day, old Miss Alicia Keys, when she came on the stage, honey. Oh, I was like, who is this young butterfly here? She was just, oh my goodness, I loved it. I love it. She really
shout out
just
to
came
Alicia
on.
Keys for taking off makeup, making natural.
Yes. That's actually the photo I was going to use as one of her natural photos, but I wanted to keep it in the time. But yeah, she is just gorgeous woman inside and out.
That girl is on fire, honey.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. That was my 2000s. Now we're moving over to the 2010s, honey. Let me tell you what.
Oh.
If you don't know who these people are, I'm going to have to break this down to you really quick. Charles Michael Davis. If you have never seen the originals, you need to get
Marcel on the originals.
The originals, Mr. Marcel on the originals himself, child.
He could turn me, honey. Turn me into a vampire.
You need to watch that show. Shout out to the originals, Vampire Diaries, all that goodness. Okay, the legends legacies, all that. He is just that. He's the truth. He is the truth.
Antonio,
And then
you did
Mr.
that. You did
and,
this.
and Mr. Ricky himself. If you've never seen the show The 100, if you've never seen Gods Among Us, okay, you need to watch those shows. Okay, if you this this European of color, you need to definitely add him to your list of watching. And then my two Vogue queens here. Okay, I had to throw a shout out to Miss Kiki and Miss
Yes,
Zendaya.
Kiki.
Let me
I
tell you
love
what.
her.
Let me
Kiki
tell you
Palmer,
about
if you're
these.
watching this, please come on the show. Please
I
bless
know.
us.
Congratulations on the
And
pregnancy, baby.
congratulations.
Yes.
I know. Yes. These two women right here show you how to transition from being a child star to a successful grown ass adult star without any of that foolishness. They did not fall into the crap. I give credit to their parents for really taking them and making sure that they have been taken care of. I thank God for just watching over them because they have shown you that you can do it. That it is possible to be a successful child actor and then transition to being a successful adult actor. So kudos to both of these beautiful, beautiful Nubian queens.
Yes.
But yes,
I got a
people,
question. Who is
show.
Zendaya?
Who is? I'm sorry.
Who is she?
She keep
What?
in mind, y'all. She already told us she don't watch TV. She watch game shows and reality shows. Just a
I
little
know she's
disclaimer, so y'all won't
gorgeous.
be like, "Why does she not know who
Right.
she is?" She's not a TV buff.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Zendaya's
So
been on
yeah, she's
quite a
beautiful.
few. She's been on a lot of different things. Just as recently, she has a hit show called Euphoria. She's been in the Spider-Man movies. She's in Dune, Greatest Showman. She's been in a lot. Zendaya's been in the game for quite some time. Yeah.
okay.
Yes, since about 2009. She's been around. Yeah, she got some nice Disney stuff, for the kids. So your daughter may know who she is. I would ask the baby.
Mm-hmm.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Hi,
yeah.
Zendaya. If you're watching the show, come on. Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
That'd be great. So those are mine. Thank you guys for sharing.
Oh my gosh!
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for that spread. That spread was everything. Okay, mine is not as presentable as his. I don't have a spread, y'all. I should have made him go last. Now I feel like
That's what you get. That's what you get for trying to put me
that's
on
what
the
I
spot.
get. So bear with me. I don't have a little side screen and a little, teleprompters. I'm just gonna just lay mine out. And it's quick. I'll tell you the women when I took a couple. Listen, y'all. Okay, and I just
Yes, that we are, Charlie.
last night.
Yes, that
And
we are.
I'm the rookie on this All-Star team.
Hi, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. List your celebrity crushes from the decades. I want to see what Charlie's is too.
Come on.
Okay, so following up with Antonio G, mine from the 70s. Because I wasn't really crushing then, but if I had to go back and say who I thought was hot in the 70s, it would have had to been Shamar Moore. I was watching Young and the Restless with my grandmother, and I used to always stare. I love his eyebrows and those beady little eyes, and that smile always captivated me. It was like, okay, he is, a handsome guy from the 70s. All right. 80s. Now, Miss Coco, I know you say he aged gracefully now, but I liked him back in the day. Lorenz Tate.
Ooh.
Why you say Wait a minute now, wait.
I thought I was muted. Sorry. Hey, Lorenz Tate, if you're watching,
You,
come on the show.
you better leave Lorenz alone.
Leave him alone. Love Jones was everything.
Leave Lorenz alone. I love Lorenz.
I mean, with that picture, you had to get that one.
You know what? I was trying to find like another picture, but
I mean, especially when he was
yeah.
on Love Jones and Dead Presidents, Lorenz Jones.
Yeah, like he had it's the eyes for me, guys. It's very
He's
much
more
the
of a
eyes.
90s though, not 80s. But okay. Yes.
I'm, you know,
But he's
right.
definitely hitting it. I love that.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so
And
my
you know he's
next,
from the Shy too, right?
he's from the Shy.
He is from the Shy. That's right.
Shout
And
out to Lorenz Tate.
yeah, shout out to Lorenz Tate. Michael Ealy. I love Michael Ealy with the eyes.
Very much so.
Heartthrob. I really, I really loved him in the Gabrielle Union show. Oh my God, I can't think. Jesus, brain fog. Gabrielle Union show, the series.
Gabrielle Union show.
Oh, I know what you're talking
series.
about. I just
Oh
can't
my
think of
God,
the
I just had a
name.
brain fog real quick.
I
She was a
remember.
news reporter.
Oh, you're talking about no.
Being Mary Jane. Being Mary Jane.
He was in Beer Mary Jane? I know.
Yes,
he
he
was.
was.
Okay. Okay.
I loved him in his movies too, but Being Mary Jane was some hot scenes.
Was that
Oh,
the one when he was a chef?
No, that was a movie, I think, when he was a chef.
Yeah,
that
that was-
that was one of the Tyler Perry movies, I think.
yeah.
What was that?
That moment I thought I could relate. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Michael Ealy gets me with the eyes. And for my 2010s, of course, Michael B.
Oh my goodness.
Jordan. That if anybody knows me knows I love me some Michael B. Jordan, all the way from The Wire when he was Wallace, when he was a kid. Get into the movies. My favorite one is Lord have mercy. Why am I getting brain fogs right now?
Some of the Creeds.
The Creeds and No Remorse. When he was laying on that couch eating that popcorn or candy or whatever he was eating, and listen. But then all of a sudden, I got into this show called Atlanta for the 2020s, and this is my eccentric crush right here. He played in a couple of movies I really, really loved, including Get Out, Lakeith Stanfield. It's something about, he's, what you call it, Antonio G, Uncle Daddy? He gave me that Uncle Daddy vibe.
He is not Uncle Daddy, but yeah.
He is. He's very much Uncle and Daddy. Uncle Daddy. Celebrity crushes. He is my current crush right now. I'm currently looking up all his movies to see if I missed any that I didn't see. I love all his roles. He's a very versatile actor. He was in Get
I really
Out.
liked him in Judas and the Black Messiah. He was really good in that.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I loved him in Atlanta with Donald Glover. I loved him in The Harder They Fall. Yes, so those are my celebs.
And he's also in the movie alongside what's her name? I'm looking at her face right now. Issa Rae, the photographer.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen that one, check it out. It's a really good one.
I haven't seen that yet, but I'm going to watch it because Lakeith Stanfield is in it. Yes. So that's my current crush, you guys. We love to see hear what you guys' crushes is too. Mrs. Cow, do you have a celebrity crush? Oh,
Charlie
Pam
said,
Grier was a hottie to me, and
of
one more.
course.
We cannot forget about Angela Bassett.
No,
Yes.
we cannot. Both had my kids and said, "Well, you wouldn't even."
Kids in the 70s.
You wouldn't even tickle in your daddy's nutsacks in the 70s.
Right.
That's all right, though. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, on to saving the
Yes,
best
Miss Coco.
for last.
Oh, not saving the best for last. Okay.
You
You
go and
just
say
celebrity
the
Christian scared.
best for last.
I've only liked, well, one's my like real like anyway. Let's just get into it.
Oh,
Did y'all see a sneak peek?
oh,
Yes.
what?
Okay.
Hey,
Mr.
Paul.
Busta Bus Rhymes. All right. Wouldn't have
Um,
been my pick, but all right.
I was
Put your
like, visit my cousin Wisconsin. The music store had this big white billboard of Busta Rhymes.
Was
Needless
it that
to
one?
say, I came to Chicago with that big cutout billboard. Okay, I had it in my bedroom probably a couple years before I met my husband, so I would have recently got rid of it. But no, it wasn't this one. He was much younger, but he was wearing all white. Shout out to Busta. Everyone knows. My husband knows. My mom. Everybody like it's Busta Rhymes, And
Busta, what it is right now. Busta.
oh, Mace. Hey, friend.
That's the picture. You.
Excuse me.
Okay. We'll go with
Yes.
Mace.
So, my celebrity crushes would be Busta Rhymes and Mace.
Okay.
So, Mr. G just sent me a did.
Wait, what?
I
No.
cannot. I cannot. I'm sorry.
Once again, you guys, this is a perfectly imperfect show.
Wait, y'all. So we do have a private chat, and Mr. G just sent me a message that he's dead. He wasn't expecting those to be my celebrity crushes, I guess.
He's probably not alone. I'm just
But
surprised. I'm just surprised R. Kelly ain't up there because, girl.
Well, it's different. You know what it is with R. Kelly. Free Cal. But no, I only ever had two crushes, and it was Busta Rhymes and Mace. So I know they're watching. They've already subscribed to the channel. So shout out to Mace and Busta Rhymes. I know y'all watching. I love you both.
Because the chat is off the chain, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are our. Don't put that picture back up there, girl. Don't do that.
One more time. Okay, sorry.
Then let's put man's up there too. Okay, let's go back. Wham. Wham.
Some of them people, I have no idea who they are.
Wham. Do you see how I was just the skin, the smile, the everything, and then you got.
Oh, so I should have got a picture of the smile, because that's not hard to do.
Well, no, it's too late now. We get it. Okay.
Okay.
You know you.
Mr. G, some of those folks, I'm like, who is that? Who is that? Now I got to do some research. I'm going to have to watch this show again and find out. Oh, and two, guys, the reason that I'm not on camera is because I'm actually in the post office in a very long line. So everyone's able to hear us talk, but the line isn't moving. So I actually was called into work today. So that's why I am not on camera. And I'm just standing in the post office line. So once I get back to the office, I will log back off. So sorry, but I will not be present for the full show today. But
You
Ms.
basically was.
Excuse me?
You basically was. We did the full show.
So to my supervisor, if you're watching this is how long it is waiting in the post office. So the line.
Not you gonna post a link to this video to explain to him what you got to go through at the post office. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mr. Supervisor, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications so that you can see what Mrs. Coco do on her off days on Monday. So you can reconsider, ask her to come back in again on a Monday, her off day. Okay.
And there
But
you have
shout out to Mrs. Coco for doing the show anyway. Like the show must go on. So at work, whatever, So shout out to her for still being here, making her way.
downtown walking fast. And
See,
Mr. G, I just knew you were gonna post him. I don't know why.
cool.
You know,
Terry
I don't know his
Crews?
name. Yeah. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, I cleared my throat. Why would I post Terry Crews?
Yeah, because this
Okay.
pecs
The only
are more
person
cute.
I'll be posting would be this individual
Marlon
here.
Wayans.
This is it. Just this person right here, just to show you how time treats people. Okay?
Wait a minute, because there was an
The Last
unflattering picture of
Dragon.
him before. Oh,
The Last Dragon is still the Last Dragon. Okay, I just
that
want
is
to make
not
sure
50
everybody's.
years old. He is not 50 years
Just-
old in this pic.
I'm just trying to. Yes,
That's a
ma'am.
lie. He's not 50
No.
years old, you guys.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I saw a picture of him that didn't look like he was the Last Dragon's elder. And I was like, oh, he didn't age well. But if this is 50, then he must have got out of shape and then got back in shape because people.
He's always been. He just rebutted. He said, "Wait a minute, let me make sure y'all understood. That was a bad angle."
That I saw. What happened to the gray hair? Because he had gray hairs. His face was fat, and I'll show you the picture later. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I wish I could. But yeah, if that's the now, shout out to T-Mac because that is
absolutely
a hot 50. That's 50's goals right there. Okay.
Yeah, almost definitely.
Look, shoulder look like a master to me. You had to see the movie to get that reference, you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Shout out to everybody on Tag Live. We're also live on Tag too. Well, I'm live on Tag. Let's see. Okay, so
those are some of our great people that we've been interested in over the decades and all that good stuff. Excuse me. Seeing everybody, and we are so interested to see what you guys' thoughts and things were, and all of that. So I know we got a couple of comments in here, a couple of viewers, but please join in, throw your comments below, let us know what you think. Do you agree with our choices? If you but if you have other people that you think that we should have made some shout out to, please throw those in the mix too, so we can take a look at those. Jesus, help us all.
Coco, go ahead and log off, babe. Go ahead and log off, babe. That's
We're gonna let you go ahead and get back to your shot to the heart.
Rasta, what it is right now. Okay. She is trying to redeem herself. I'm sorry, but Tonio's in first place. I'm in second, and then you are bronze like a mother. Girl.
Bronze like a mother.
Those the two, and you only fit two. And the sexiest man that you could have came up, girl. I would have chose Jada.
I mean, how about like Nelly or, you know what I mean?
Okay, right.
I mean that would have worked. You don't like Nelly?
Shout out to Nelly.
Okay.
Apple bottom boots with the fur. Shout out to him.
Chingy would have been better.
I bet not Chingy. Jesus have mercy.
Okay, right there. Okay, so y'all know what time it is. It's time.
It's that time.
A note from the box. In a clip I like to call Note Box. I'll have a little animation for that soon. So I'm gonna shake up the box and pull a topic out. Listen, you guys, I tell you guys every show, go on the comments, whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this later on, 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, put hashtag and write a topic. We will grab the topic from the comment. We will throw it in this box, and your topic may get pulled on any given show. So we'll shout your name out, everything. Just make sure you guys have a topic that's not, that's appropriate for, daytime. Okay, so today's topic is, okay, here we go. Support from family. I know you don't like me doing this, Tonio, but support from
Lord
family.
have mercy. Can anybody see that, child?
Okay, that's the topic. Support from family, you guys. Okay, so let me tell you. I'll kick this off. I have learned in my life that when you're doing something, oh gosh, Mom, I learned in life that when you are achieving your goals, when you are doing what you love to do, when you are progressing in life, when you're trying to make a name for yourself, when you need that support, a lot of times the most support you guys are going to get is from people who don't know you. I think it's important to stay focused on your goals, whether you get support from people you expect or not, because that can be used as fuel to actually push you further in your goals. So support from family used to be like a blocker for me because I used to, stress over it a little bit. Mom, hold on. I used to stress over the fact that, I wasn't getting support from people that didn't understand my goals. So, but as you progress, trust me, they'll come around. When they see you popping, they'll come around. You'll have support from family members you didn't even know it's family. So yeah, what do you think about family support? And
Miss Coco,
Mr. Antonio
what you
G,
got?
only because Mrs. Coco is muted.
Oh, is she?
So,
Okay. I think that this is support from family, right? I believe in chosen family. Okay. So I think that, I know there's the saying blood is thicker than water and all the rest of that good junk. Yes, blood is thicker than water. This is true. However.com, when it comes to support, I believe in chosen family over DNA. If that makes sense. I think that when you make, and I look at it from this perspective, right? When you you get married, or when you're in a relationship with someone, you choose to be in that relationship. You've chosen that person because of the characteristics. You chose that person because the way they make you feel, similarities, disagreements, whatever it is. But you choose to be in a relationship with that individual, and that person chooses to be in a relationship with you. So when it comes to people that I consider my family, those are the ones that have chosen to be in my life. Those are the ones that have chosen to be a friend, that have chosen to be a family member. And those are the ones that I've chosen to be a family member for and with as well. So it's not necessarily those that are blood relative to me, related to me. It could be those individuals I've met throughout my life. It could be, that's pretty much it. It's one of those two, lanes. So to your point, I really do believe and agree that doesn't have to be someone that you grew up with versus no. I would say that someone that you grew up with or someone that's been introduced to you in your life because they are blood relatives, but more so someone that you've chosen to be in your life because they have proven themselves to be dependable. So, and it kind of ties in a little bit with our last, the show we did, I think it's episode 6, when we talk about aspire relationships. You know when it's time to go ahead and move on. So they're no longer a part of your chosen family or chosen in your bubble or your community. So you go ahead and move on. So I know the people that I have in my community, in my chosen family, we are small but mighty. I know that at any point in time I can call on them and they can call on me, and we would be there for one another in a drop of a dime. If I got it, you got it. If they got it, I got it type of situation. And some of those members or some of those people are blood relatives, and some of those individuals are married into the family, and some of those individuals people I've met over the years. So yeah, that's what I think about. That's how I see it. Yeah, yeah.
So has there ever been a time where I know we talked about the lack of family support
Mm-hmm.
has gotten in the way of you deciding whether or not you should do something or not? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't have that support, did it ever like hinder your progress? Because I
Like
know
a
it did for me. Like I felt like even with music, it was just like I'm doing music, I'm performing. Why my people ain't coming out? And it kind of dampened it. But then I've learned that the people that were there mattered more because they were coming to see the show. So they,
right.
the people were with me. But it did bother me a while. It was like sometimes I was like not feeling it because I didn't have that support. And then I go to see shows and I see people with these large groups, and it was a little
Mm-hmm.
intimidating a little bit, but that can
Yeah,
be
I
a
mean,
hindrance sometimes.
yeah, no, it can be. I definitely agree with you. I think that there are moments, or there have been moments in my life where I have expected or felt that I deserved a certain a certain response or involvement from those to whom are my blood relatives,
Yeah.
and that didn't happen. And did that hurt me? It did hurt me emotionally. I think there was a physical, excuse me, that there was an emotional hurt there. There was, and I think that was mostly because, and you guys out there in Cloverland, please chime in. But I think that we are conditioned to believe and to feel that those people that are blood relatives will be the beginning and the end for us. Meaning, if we ever need anything or anytime something happens, so they're going to support. But what we fail, I think, where we fail as people is we have to understand that we are all humans, and we all, even though we may grow up around each other, our experience is still different. Our perception of how we're growing up is still going to be different, and sometimes you may not like your sibling, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, your, whatever. And that's okay. I think it's okay. I think that we should still remain civil to one another. I think that we should still be able to come together in a time of crisis if needed. But and I just say all of that to answer your question, is that I think that it's difficult to not feel a certain way when you don't get that support.
It
But
is.
but to put it into perspective as, you know what, they're an adult and they're gonna have their own thing and they're gonna do their own thing. And if they don't want to support me in it, okay. I just
Yeah.
need to put them in this category instead of placing them in this category. I can't place you in a dependable category because you're not going to be dependable, either because you don't support what I'm doing, or either you don't agree with what I'm doing, or either you don't have the time to support. Whatever the reasoning or justification is, I have to know that I have to let my mind speak to my heart and tell my heart, don't feel bad about it. Just don't
Yeah.
expect it to happen. So managing that expectation, which we talked about, I think episode 9. But it's just really putting that together so that we are self-soothing. We are taking care of ourselves emotionally, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I think. How do you feel about it?
Well, like I said, I feel like, it could be used as fuel.
Mm-hmm.
If we learn to turn that into fuel, because I took it as, lack of support meant they didn't believe in you. They don't
Mm-hmm.
believe that you're going to succeed. And when you can turn that, there's another episode we did about No Mud, No Lotus, right? When we talked
Mm-hmm.
about turning your stress or whatever you're worried about, your failures or whatever, turning negatives into positives. So if people don't believe in you, if you use that as fuel to prove them wrong, you're succeeding, and eventually they're gonna see, oh, wait a minute, you were serious about that. Oh, this is happening, and then the best success is, the best revenge is your success, right? So if you feel like people aren't supporting you and you pursue your goals anyway, it feels a little, it hits different when people didn't believe in you and then you turn that
Yeah.
into, a success. So I think it's very important to keep at the forefront that don't stop your dreams because the people you expected to support you don't. Use that as fuel. I know it's easier said than done.
Right.
I'm on this show right now and I didn't think people believed in it. And whether we get one viewer or a million viewers, the show is going to go on, right?
That's right.
So I hope that this is an example or this helps someone who feel like they're, I don't have the family support, so I can't do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You can if you feel like you can do it. So turn all that into the reason why you do what you do. Trust me, you're going to get those people and more people on your team when you pop it. Okay, when this show is syndicated on a TV network, y'all see what I'm talking about. All right. Question of the day: has the lack of family support hindered your progress? Please let us know examples of how how it hindered you and what you do about it. Did you stop a goal altogether? Did you turn it into fuel? Are you still pondering over whether you should do it or not? Leave your comment in the comments, and we will definitely reply and give you our commentary and our opinions on, what we read. Remember, again, hit the subscribe button, share it on your page, see what your people think about the show, and if there's nothing else, Mrs. Coco, I guess she's at work, working, darling. Yeah.
All right. Well, we love you all so much. We appreciate you. Please come back. We'll see you next week, Monday. We got some new juicy and great stuff to talk about. So make sure you're here because we're going to be looking forward to you guys. Like Miss Clovenova said, like, subscribe, comment, share. You can find us on all social media platforms. Find us on Facebook. Find us on the Twitter. Find us on the Gram. All that good stuff. So just look.
You know how I know you're old, Tonio G?
What'd you say?
Because you use phrases like the Twitter.
Oh. Okay. You'd be lucky I said it right. You usually call it a twister or somebody. So I'm getting better. I'm moving in the right direction.
Oh, and let us know how you like the new intro too.
Yes, yes.
Let us know how you like the new intro. I kind of did a thing, and I did a thing for the outro too. Want to see it? Here you go. I'm not gonna leave it like that. I'm sorry.
What you got, Miss Coco? What you got, Mama?
So I'm finally out of the post office. Headed back to the office. Like, I can't believe we did the entire show with me standing in line at the post office. Insane.
Wow. Okay. 58.
But to how many? Yeah, ridiculous. I don't personally think family has stopped anything I've done. They cannot and will not. Luckily, I have the kind of family that I have that we all support each other. Like when I first reached out, I was like, "Hey, y'all, I'm on this show." Right away, they were messaging me, but I'm like, "Don't send me a message. Put it in the chat."
Yes.
Right.
But my family, I think we were just raised like that. Shout out to Grandma Mary. That we're just all so super supportive of each other. And I will tell anybody, if you got family members or friends that's trying to like stop your growth or hinder you from doing something, move on. Expired relationship. Expired. Okay. You can love them from a distance and move on with life. So yeah, sorry I was late with it, y'all. And sorry about that turn signal too, but Yeah, I love y'all. Thank
That's
y'all
what's
for
up.
watching.
We love you guys too. We love you. I love my co-host. I love everyone who's watching this. We really love everybody that's been sharing to get the subscribers
Yeah.
up. If you guys enjoyed the show today, let us know about it. Put it in the comments. Okay.
Absolutely.
Till wrong button. Till then, stay peaceful, stay productive, stay positive, but most importantly,
Stay
stay blessed.
blessed.
Till then, see you guys next Monday on KNN.
This is a stat production, baby.